So, what's up, guys? I'm just realizing I have not done a day in the life video for the second time around of life here in Hanoi. So, today, that's what that's going to be. Come along on a little adventure to see what it means to be a digital nomad in Southeast Asia. So, I'll start my day. A little solo jam sesh. This is my apartment. It's a little messy, but gets the job done. But the real MVP of this new spot is boom, boom, boom. There's a dope ass lake behind me. It's kind of smoggy, but it's not really smoggy. It's hazy. We're gonna go with that. It's hazy. So yeah, wake up, take a shower, get amped for the day. And then we head to a new place to get some work done. But yeah, just a little view of the hood right here, living in Tejo. I don't know what that building is. That's an all-you-can-eat seafood restaurant. I guess someone lives on that boat. I don't know. I see some clothes, so maybe. That's the Hanoi Club. Don't know what that really is either. You can tell I'm a super educated expat, so that's always an important thing to be when you're moving and living in a new country. So, nailing that part. Alright, so off to work. Let's go. To the streets of Hanoi. Actually, I'm gonna be first. Always gotta plan ahead. Hashtag nomad life. Care of that. Welcome to my neighborhood here in Tejo. It's pretty cool. Now this place next to me is actually super cool, right? So up here you see that it's a pub. And that's true from like 10 until, but from like 5 to 10 is an African food restaurant, and from like 9 to 5 they serve moonshine. So how is that for mixed use space, y'all? That is what we call innovation, and I love it. Notice it's starting to mist a little bit, so I'm gonna take another hiatus and put on my rain jacket. Killer doesn't need to get another flu. Yeah, no, 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 no. Everyone in the neighborhood knows me. I'm kind of like a local celebrity. I'm just kidding. Look, baby flowers. Innovation. Those armpit vents. And those up. Alright. On to getting some work done. So, for the last 2 months, interesting colored dog too. So living in Chiang Mai, and right now it's burning season, which is the time of the year where they like slash and burn all their fields. So the air quality really takes like a big hit. And if you are part of the sensitive lung group, you start to just get like chest pains. It's really hard to breathe. After about a month of trying to stick it out, I was like, it's time to make a change. So, moved back to Hanoi, where I lived before with my remote year experience. And it's been cool. It's been very different coming back as more of an expat. Not that, you know, the remote year experience isn't tough in its own right, but you have a lot more resources. When you come back a second time around, you kind of see what you're made out of, and that's kind of cool. So, the neighborhood that I'm in right now is called Taeho. Tae means west, so and Ho is lake, so West Lake. You might hear, oh shit, almost lost in one of these cups, so we're held it together. Tae is also a word for Westerners, but a lot of Westerners live here in Taeho because it's like close enough to Old Quarter and other places where you would go to. Oh, look at that animal garden! This is a pretty cool walk. Usually, I'm not gonna lie, I take a grab moto, which is when you just kind of hop on the back of a stranger's bike and trust them to get you from point A to point B. Okay, I'm talking a lot and it's exhausting because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't exercised in a bit. I blame the air, but let's be honest, I just haven't been exercising. So yeah, maybe this is a better shot of these buildings. It's pretty cool, right? There's so much beauty here in Vietnam and Hanoi that you probably won't hear about because, you know, as Americans or as Westerners, we're told to believe that like communist countries are so backwards, you know, that nothing works and nothing's right. And of course, Vietnam, like any other country, has its problems and has, you know, opportunities for growth. But there's a lot of beauty and a lot of dope shit here that probably wouldn't hear about or would never even know about unless you came to visit or you follow a dope vlog. I guess this is a vlog. Or maybe this will just sit on my computer for a couple of months. If you'll notice, you've seen like no cars and a butt ton, is that a thing? Butt load? A lot of scooters. It's kind of the name of the game here in Vietnam. Vietnam has a 100% import tax. So that means for everything that you buy that's not made in Vietnam or in like another communist or socialist country, you're paying the value of that thing times 2. So what you end up with is like a lot of like kind of shittily made Chinese bikes, ironically, or a lot of like restored things, kind of like you'd see in Cuba or something, you know, where you gotta make do with what you've got and get really creative with pieces of what could be. And so that's another really cool thing to see here is, you know, how people are able to, like, look at this. On the outside, you see what would look like an abandoned building anywhere else, right? But I'm not sure if you can look inside here. It's actually like a dope cafe. And it looks like they've got air conditioning. Like, what? Like, that's lit. Similarly, you know, you've got the facade, the surface level of what you see, and then like how they make it work, you know? So that's pretty cool. But we are still walking, getting closer to the main street. You kind of hear it, but it's another really dope thing about where my apartment's located. It's a pretty narrow street, which makes it really hard for cars to get down. So it's mostly just scooters, which sometimes can be loud, but you can already hear the honking. Where there's less traffic, there's less horns. Where there's less horns, there is lesser incidents of Grumpy Taylor. So it all kind of works out in the end. Okay, so this is kind of like the end of this particular lake that I live adjacent to. Just walked from all the way down there. Now we're entering kind of like one of the more main streets. Now you can already see how much traffic has picked up just getting onto this main road. This isn't even a main road, it's more main road than where I was living, where I am living. Okay, this is cool. Coming up on our left, we've got a cool little fruit stand here. And again, it's amazing what people can carry on their bikes. I can't even carry myself on a bike, so I have extra appreciation for that. Got some couches, a lot of trash here. That's something that I've had some very interesting conversations with like some fellow, you know, expats and nomads and travelers about. You know, a lot of the trash that you see in countries like this come from the adaptation that these countries make to accommodate tourists and Westerners that want food to go. Like, oh, that's Reggie. Hi, Reggie the rooster. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so, you know, the whole idea of like, can I have a straw, please? And using 1,000 napkins, and I need this individually wrapped, all that stuff. It's kind of like a Western emergence, right? So it's interesting to think about the impact that we have as travelers and as nomads, and kind of taking some responsibility for that, and you know, at least being mindful if nothing else. And you know, if you want to take it a step further, don't ask for a straw, or you'll bring your own Tupperware to a restaurant if you know you want to take it to go. Just little things like that. Just a little soapbox moment. This is my scooter, and it is a-okay. Every day, you see the coolest stuff just walking around here. Let's see what the place is called. It's called something very, ooh, Sheraton. Ooh, Hanoi, you so bougie. A quick update. To get these gels removed, get a new gel manicure, and get a pedicure, 170,000 baht. So that's roughly 23, 1, 7, 2, 5, $6. $6. Let's see. We got 2 stories. We got the second floor. This is hella quiet. As I mentioned, it's like the first day where the air has not been garbage. So yeah, Taylor will be working up here for sure, assuming there's internet. I hope that that's the case. We got an outlet. Look at that, y'all. How you like them working apples? And so, after all that, the workday can now begin. So, after about 3 hours of Taylor time and getting my work done, technically those should be 2 separate things, but they aren't really. So 3 hours of Taylor time of working. Now it's Taylor time for self-love, and I am getting a manicure, and this woman is awesome. She can't understand what I'm saying, but we speak the same language of appreciation for good nails and good vibes. So, yeah, that is pretty much the day. I don't know if you can hear me because these headphones suck at recording audio, but this is the same walk that I took earlier today, getting to the cafe. Now my work day is over. It's like 7 something, and yeah, got a lot of stuff done. Looked at pretty stuff while I did it, and see what the night has in store.